Hi, Fight Freaks. Well, we have another important fight Saturday night in El Paso, Texas at the Sun Bowl. Middleweight title holder Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., very popular fighter in the Southwest with the Mexican and the Mexican-American fans. He's going to make his third title defense against Ireland's Andy Lee. That's the HBO main event, along with the replay, of course, of Timothy Bradley Jr.'s controversial victory against Manny Pacquiao from last Saturday night. But Chavez, he's taking on Andy Lee. This is a fight that had been talked about a few different times, and Top Rank, his promoter, kept putting off the fight. They really didn't like the idea of Chavez Jr. fighting a southpaw, which Andy Lee is, and a really good one at that. A very legitimate top 10 contender, was a 2004 Irish Olympian. Now, if you remember, this fight that Chavez was supposed to have on Saturday was originally going to be against Martin Murray from England, a right-handed fighter, but he had a lot of issues getting a visa because of a past criminal background. So they went kind of down the list and were looking for somebody that they could put Chavez in with that would be approved by HBO, that they could all live with. And Andy Lee got the call. It's a dangerous fight for Chavez. In my opinion, Andy Lee's a better opponent than the two opponents that Chavez has faced in his first two title defenses. That's Peter Manfredo Jr. and also Marco Antonio Rubio. Andy is a much younger guy, a fresher guy, and he has that southwest style. Could give him some problems. The Chavez people on Top Rank seem confident because they ultimately did make the fight. And of course, we know about bad judging. We saw what happened last week. And Chavez is going to be fighting in front of a very, very large crowd. Could be as many as 30 or 40,000 people at the Sun Bowl. You got to figure 99% of them are cheering on the Mexican fighter, not the Irish fighter. And so it's going to be a little bit of a dicey situation, possibly. You hope the judges do a great job. Maybe for our sakes, somebody will get knocked out. But it should be a very solid fight. These are two guys that generally make good fights. Chavez has a lot to prove. It's his best opponent so far. This is the opportunity that Andy Lee has waited for his entire career when he came up as a big prospect. So I think whatever the outcome is, we're going to have a pretty good fight Saturday night. I am looking forward to it.